Good evening. Welcome to our 8th grade class night. My name is David Simpson, and I'm the principal of Northern Hills Middle School. Before we begin, I'd like to make a few introductions to some important people on stage with me tonight. Our assistant principal, Mrs. Heather Fix, and our school counselors, Mrs. Mary Harvey and Mrs. Teresa Miller. And I know they're probably taking down right now, but let's make sure they hear us in the lobby. Let's give a round of applause to our 7th grade orchestra students who helped bring in the night. On behalf of our 8th grade class, let me be the first to say thank you. Thank you for your support over these last 2 years. As an 8th grade dad myself, it seems like just yesterday that we dropped our kids off for the first day of 7th grade, hoping that they would make it. I'm not sure if my son still will, but I think he's going to do that. But as we navigated the waters, and quite literally navigated the waters, we think back to our canoeing experience, and many of our students got a little wet. Some learned that canoeing is actually really hard, and it took them a long ways to get down the river. But it taught us some life lessons. And as someone who gets to walk alongside of your student every day, it is pure joy that I get to spend my days with your children. Thank you for instilling them the values that you hold dear as a family. They show those and they demonstrate those each day at our school. I saw a recent article, and it talked about how as educators, we prepare our students to be leaders of tomorrow. And quite frankly, I have a problem with that. Our students are leaders today. The things that they do in class, the connections that they have with each other, the respect they show to one another, the empathy that they have, and the work they put in, they're leaders right now. They're making a difference in our community right now, and I'm so proud in each and every one of our students. So again, as we think about tonight is 8th grade class night. It is about the class. You'll hear from students giving messages of hope and aspiration. You'll hear from our 8th grade choir. You'll hear and see the presentation of our class, the slideshows that your students created. You'll also hear us speak about our Ernie Popeil Achievement Award winners. And lastly, we'll get to celebrate with the great Michigan weather outside, taking some photos and enjoying refreshments. Thank you to our PTO for that. But as we continue tonight, it is my honor to be the first to introduce the class of 2027. And to welcome us tonight, I'd like to introduce to the podium Evelyn Waslowski. Evelyn?
Good evening, parents and fellow classmates. My name is Evelyn Waslowski, and on behalf of all of our students, we would like to thank you for coming tonight to help us celebrate our class. We are now all graduating from Northern Hills Middle School and going on to high school. It really is crazy. I've always just wanted to skip middle school and go right into high school, but middle school is actually really fun. I learned a lot and made memories I know will carry with me for the rest of my life. When we started in 7th grade, we were transitioning out of COVID with still a few restrictions. Remember the backpacks in one-way hallways? Also, out of school, many places still required masks. Those were the good days. Also, many things happened during our 2 years at NHMS. It went by slowly for some and quickly for others. It feels just like yesterday was our first day of 7th grade. The after-school activities are something to remember, the sports, dances, and the football games. Dusky Howl was fun and a night to remember, and the music, snacks, and hanging out with friends and making new ones. I played basketball, volleyball, and did a little bit of track. It was so much fun making new friends and playing the sport that you love, even if the season doesn't go as well as you would have hoped. Football games can get very loud, but really fun. My favorite was the pink out, and I can't really even remember if we won or not, but I remember it was a lot of fun to laugh with your friends. High school can be really big and scary and can stress you out about your grades and your homework, But one thing that middle school has taught me is that you should always do your best to study and do your homework, but go have fun. Go to the events and put yourself out there. This has been a great year at NHMS, and I know I'm super excited about high school and seeing you all next year. I now have the pleasure of introducing Mr. Wheaton and our 8th grade choir. Thank you.
attending class tonight today. Thank you again to Mr. Wheaton and our 8th grade choir. My name is Winston Camp. I hope you enjoy this speech. You know, my mom always says that I try my hardest to make a good writing or speech when I have to, I make a mistake in the first place to get myself out of a situation. So I guess I could say this is my first time doing an actual, speech. The start of middle school is a period of transition. We started from the end of 6th grade, the good old days, going from free Dasani bottles in the hallway, having free school lunch, having backpacks in each class, and we had that in 7th grade too, having recess, to now having to bring our own water bottles, putting our backpacks in our lockers, no recess, paying for lunch, as well as waking up 1 hour earlier. Now in middle school, we have Power School and grades. You should check your Power School if you haven't already, otherwise you might have a 0 in your class, and you didn't realize it. I've had many great memories from my middle school years. I know we already went to Michigan's Adventure, but I wrote the script before we went, so unfortunately, you won't be able to hear anything about that. Actually, I'll say this. It was really hot, and it was also really fun. I made a lot of great memories there anyway. Also, I remember the canoe trip. I remember when Mr. Wieringa had to, and Mr. Vermeulen had to tow people in his canoe because they didn't know how to use a canoe. So basically, through 7th grade, if you remember that, seems like yesterday to some, seems like ancient times to others. Through many science logs, projects, and other assignments, we have made it, except for the few days we have left. I would also like to thank all the staff and most students that have made middle school a great and memorable experience for us all. But we are now taking another step in our lives from awkward 8th grade middle schoolers to becoming high schoolers. It is definitely a big step. We are going from children to expected to be adults. You will now not get full points on assignments if you turn them in late. That probably doesn't matter to most out here, but it definitely matters to me. You actually have to think about AP classes, college, romance, other stuff. Life isn't only just about getting good grades in school now and having fun over the weekend. We are taking a step beyond the 13-year-old life. I feel like I'm the youngest, still 13, and everyone's doing driver's training and stuff, and I haven't even left middle school yet. Going back to conclude for my speech, I hope everyone had a great time in middle school. 4 more exciting years of school left. I hope we all persevere through it and enjoy it while we can. At this time, I would like to welcome Dr. Simpson and Ms. Fix back to the podium for the presentation of the Ernie Popeil Achievement Award. Thank you.
See, I told you we have some fun in middle school. So good evening again, families, guests, faculty members, staff, and most importantly, the students of Northern Hills Middle School. Today, we celebrate and honor 2 exceptional individuals who have stood out among their peers. We are privileged to present the prestigious Ernie Popeil Achievement Award to 2 remarkable 8th grade students who embody the very essence of excellence. Ernie Popeil was a longtime counselor and coach at Northern Hills Middle School, and he inspired many staff and students. Through this award given to honor Ernie Popeil, we are able to recognize our award winners' unwavering dedication, remarkable achievements, and embodiment of the core values that make Northern Hills Middle School so special. The Ernie Popeil Achievement Award is more than just a recognition of academic success or athletic prowess. It encompasses the holistic development of a student. It acknowledges a strong work ethic, a level of participation in athletics or school leadership, a positive attitude, a commitment to academics, outstanding Husky pride, and a genuine love of Northern Hills Middle School. The first recipient of this distinguished award is a young woman who has constantly demonstrated an unwavering commitment to her studies, leaving no stone unturned in her pursuit of knowledge. Her dedication to academic excellence has not only set her apart, but has also inspired her peers for greatness. Her teachers describe her as a role model, always willing to lend a helping hand to support her classmates. Additionally, she has exhibited exemplary leadership skills and a passion for her studies, representing the true spirit of a Husky.
The second recipient of the Ernie Popeil Achievement Award is a young man whose resilience, determination, and positive attitude have left a lasting mark on everyone around him. He approaches every task with enthusiasm and a level of determination that is truly commendable. Whether in the classroom, on the track, or within the school community, he consistently goes above and beyond, embodying the essence of a Husky pride. His infectious spirit and commitment to excellence have earned him the respect and admiration of his peers and teachers. As we celebrate these two exceptional individuals, let us also take a moment to reflect on the impact they had on our school community. Through their actions, they have set an example for others to follow. They have demonstrated that success is not merely measured by individual achievements, but by the positive influence we have on those around us. To the Ernie Popeil Achievement Award recipients, we congratulate you wholeheartedly. Your accomplishments and dedication have not gone unnoticed. Your commitment to academic excellence, involvement in athletics, academics, school leadership, positive attitude, outstanding Husky pride, and love for Northern Hills Middle School has earned you this prestigious honor. But let us remember the collective efforts of our entire school community. To the parents and families, thank you for your unwavering support and for instilling in our recipients the values that have brought them to this moment. To the faculty and staff, thank you for your tireless dedication to the education and well-being of our students. Your guidance and mentorship have been invaluable.
In closing, we urge all students here today to take inspiration from our award recipients. Let their accomplishments serve as a reminder that each one of you possesses the potential for greatness. Embrace the values of hard work, determination, leadership, and positivity, and let them guide you on your journey toward success. Congratulations once again to our Ernie Popeil Achievement Award recipients. May your futures be filled with continued success, joy, and a love of learning. We look forward to seeing your future successes, whether it's competing once again on the world stage in Odyssey of the Mind, or delivering an award-winning monologue in Social Studies Olympiad. Our entire school community would like to present this year's award winners of the Ernie Popeil Achievement Award to Miss Princess Bundu and Mr. Dries Behrens. Please come up to receive your award. Can we have one more round of applause for our Ernie Popeil Achievement Award winners? And when you visit Northern Hills Middle School, you can stop outside the main office, as their names will be forever engraved on the plaque that sits outside with a photo of Ernie Popeil and a little description about the legacy that he has given to Northern Hills Middle School. We would now like to invite Neeti Patel to the stage to give another student message. Neeti.
Good evening, teachers, family, and most importantly, my fellow graduating class. My name is Neeti Patel, and it is an honor to speak at Northern Hills Middle School's class night. Tonight is a night to honor all of our hard work and achievements throughout the 2 years we were at NHMS. Now that we have passed the challenges of middle school, we will continue to thrive at achieving our goals and hope to enjoy the next 4 years at Northern High School. While we close the door on the middle school, let us look back at a memory of the beginning of the year when we all went on the annual canoe trip. This trip brings back many memories. For a lot of us, it was a successful trip, but for others, not so much. A handful of us tipped over or even lost our paddles. Successful or not, this trip was a great way for all of us to really bond and create a stronger meaning to that Husky pride. And it made us create a stronger crew. As we rode down the river to get to the other side, it went by quickly, and most of us made conversation with our classmates in our canoe or kayak, so the trip didn't seem as frightening. On the ride down, we were faced with rapids or some random fallen trees. Those trees and rapids were challenges to get by, but we persevered, and with pride, we made it through. The challenges were much like the ones we faced during our 8th grade year at NHMS. Whether the challenges were struggling with balancing sports, school, social life, etc., we made it through, and here we are graduating 8th grade. All the skills we learned this year will help us when we're in high school, and we will carry these skills for the rest of our lives. I had mentioned CREW earlier, and for those of you who don't know what CREW means, it stands for Connect, Respect, Empathize, and Work. Dr. Simpson and Mrs. Fix, along with all the teachers at Northern Hills, always try and enforce the CREW aspect into everything we do. Our behaviors and lessons during classes, the activities we do in CREW, all relating to that Husky pride. CREW is also our blocked off time for homeroom, where we spend a bit of our time with each other every morning. Now that we are at the end of our path, I would like to thank all of the teachers, students, and staff for always making us feel welcome at Northern Hills Middle School. Without your support and guidance, we would not be where we are today. And now, to end off the year, here's a quote from Mr. Worldwide. This is for everybody going through tough times. Believe me, been there, done that. But every day above ground is a great day. Remember that. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2027 for graduating middle school and to starting a new chapter. I would now like to welcome Mrs. Beltman to the podium to begin the presentation of our CREW classes. As each student is announced, we would ask that your applause is kept to a minimum so that each student may be celebrated. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Rebecca Beltman, and it is my privilege to introduce my crew to you tonight. Starting with Eli Betancourt, Princess Bundu, Aurelia Chabot, Rodrigo DeYoung, Mary Eber, Yasuto Fukuhori, Tynan Goebel, Colton Golder, Braden Hermans, Bethany Jennison, Grace Kushner, Ella Malone, Lauren McIntyre, Isaac Michael, Amelia Hall, Joe Purchase, Satvik Raman, Liam Rosier, Elmo Savick, Bella Smith, Lucas Soderquist Merriman, Liam Tilley, Chloe Weber, and Kaylin Wood.
Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Biondo and this is my crew. Greta Alexander, Capone Applewhite, Sophia Costa, Jack Edwards, Allie Cantor, Ari Kasim, Elise LeBolt, Drin Mandia, Noah Martin, Ethan Millmeister, Grady Myers, Jack Peterson, Lavi Rama, Sydney Shin, Noah Steck, Sean Serprenant, Lucy Thielen, Ainsley Thorpe, Luke Van Buren, and Evelyn Wisłowski.
Hi, I'm Tanya Bolgamon. I'd like to introduce you to my crew. First up, we have Ocean Bailey, Megan Barnhart, Cody Borden, Dee Dee Cairns, Sylvia Fisher, Joe Fredland, Tegan Hart, Bobby Holter, Quinn Haxworth, Matthew Igo, Brooke Johnson, Belle Keena, Ellery Kunith, Paris Labette, Liam Matt, Brooklyn Miller, Matthew Moses, Cade Price, Levi Rasmus, Declan Seeley, Arsh Singh, and last but not least, Sam Veneman.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Krenka, Tracy Krenka, and I would like to introduce my crew to you. Natalia Acevedo Espino, Tejasvi Anadure, Andres Behrens, Rochelle Blanco, Julia Bridenstine, Darwin Sereska, Sayan Chakma, Keaton Cook, Charlotte DeWild, Avery Fox, Ethan Hahn, Sydney Horlings, Joseph Howie, Riley Hull, Joseph Igo, Gerlene Carr, Jaden Kemp, Grayson Knight, Melat Lang, Lainey McKay, Irvin Sales, Jackson Trotter, and Tice Wakefield.
I'm Mrs. DJ, and I'm pleased to introduce my crew. Michael Armour. Henry Bailey. Anishka Bargov. Layla Coons. Maya Cristaldo Oriana. Sophia De Jesus. Quinn Dykstra. Helen John. Ethan Lee. Zoe Littler. Jessica Liu. Tyler Lucart. William Nolan. Stella Ofield. Lula Ottenwest. Sahana Rahman. Yadidis Rofik. Addie Schneider. Anna Sharda. Abby Simpson. Breck Suvetti. And Ethan Van Dam.
Hi, I'm Senorita Fulton, and this is my crew. Noah Amrine. Finley Anderson. Isla Banstra. Ella Beefus. Langston Boudelier. Alex Brewer. Dane Briggs. Nora Byrne. Emery Cox. Naya Dasa. Aiden Fair. Jackie Gamino Kirchhoff. Connor Gillen. Mikey Hernley. Jayla Johnson. Riley Lowfelm. Sydney Loop. Vivian Ralia. Bella Scott Mendez. Kate Snodgrass. Lydia Van Leeuwen. And Sophia Vandenberg.
Good evening. My name is Amisha Gross, and I'd like to introduce you to my amazing crew. Parker Accardo. Trey Anderson. Zizi Ahmed. Zach Awad. Zoe Belanger Barber. Rachel Brower. Jolie Chapman. Morgan Fisher. Abhijit Gotra, Era Hoxa, August Ingram, Jenna Laidler, Hayne Lundy, Anya Muzumdar, Owen Ostapo, Niti Patel, Lena Reineking, William Roloffs, Cora Schneider, and Brooklyn Smith.
Good evening. I'm Mrs. Kuhn, and it is my pleasure to welcome my crew. Dresden Alexander, Izzy Alvarez, Izzy Ayers, Josie Gruking, Zion Bunzy, Peyton Chamberlain, Minhao Chen, Divine Crisp, Colin Doe, Audrey Geiger, Ian Hemme, Anna Huber, Ben Keith, Cam McCullum, Elizabeth Peacock, David Riley, Zoe Rosado, Alex Sheehan, Isaiah Simmons, Maddie Sweats, Tamara Tabakalayan, Brian Wang, Jackson Wingard, and finally, Carter Yarch.
Good evening, I'm Jeff Kuhn, and I'm proud to introduce my crew. We're going to start with Jade Annan, Luis Avila, Grace Bogertman, Maggie Dahan, Emma Diaz-Lawton, Kylie Foy, Nolan Gino, Enli Hoxa, Samaya Jaswani, Charlie Jones, Raul Cabete, Madeline Keefe, Victor Conrad, Pierre Lewis, Vivian Martin, Roman Medina, Samaya Mimete, Bryson Montgomery, Parker Nemers, Ben Peacock, Joey Schenko, Juliana Valatudo, Ava Yoder, last but not least, Noah Zania.
Good evening. I'm Amy Sprick. I had an amazing crew this year, and I'm proud to introduce them to you. Starting with Kira Boggiano, Kira Brink, Dorian Carrero, Nyla Crampton, Emma Dale, Sam DeYoung, Maggie Doyle, Matiana Garza, Viviana Godinez, Avery Harmon, Lindsay Hirt, Ella Carlsey, Hannah Krieg, Kayla Lay, Cameron Minder, Amelia Montany, Donovan Moore, Akshat Morali, Preston Pasco, Ava Ramin, Carl Rowden, Markia Stokes, and Vanessa Tran.
Hi there, my name is David Vermeulen. This is my very special band of misfits. Saeed Al-Baroudi, Jackson Bunda, Abby Bush, Faris Sanak, Josie Costello, Sawyer Cavell, Cameron Crowder, Josh Daly, Tyler Goodrich, Maddie Hawkins, Sawyer Hollemans, Miles Poulter, James Eisenbeck, Jidan Khan, Gabby King, Grayson Kuipers, Jack Noonan, Tristan Rogers, Zach Sanford, Elliot Skolton, Grady Wackus, Anthony Wells, Luke Waringa, Ryan Winkle, Jaden Yates, and Emma Zomberg.
Hi, I'm Jeff Waringa, and last but not least, this is my crew. Kimo Amakasabi, Eli Arneman, Liam Bach, Crystalline Besco, Ansh Bargava, Winston Camp, Brie Carter, Aiden Cole, Quat Dang, Tarek Fazit, Quinton Hackbart, Zachary Hargrave, Elliot Hills, Roman Jones, Chase LaValle, Eleanor Lee, Kate Masuga, Cassidy Myers, Arik Mead, Quinn Schneider, and Donald Scudder III, DJ.
Everyone, my name is Rachel Brower, and I am honored to speak on behalf of the 8th grade class. Many things can describe our middle school experience. You might refer middle school to words like hectic, fun, and even stressful. But I think something we can relate our experiences to are trees. You might be thinking, you're crazy. Trees in middle school have nothing in common. But just let me explain. There are several parts of a tree, like there are different parts of a middle school experience. The first part of the tree are the roots. Trees can't survive without the roots. They help keep them centered, standing tall, and bring nutrients and resources to the tree. This can represent our backgrounds and base knowledge coming into middle school. It's where the growth starts. And since everyone comes from different backgrounds, everyone's root systems are different. A lot of the times, you don't see people's roots or backgrounds, but you know that's what they are centered on, where their beliefs come from, and their threshold for growth. Second, we have the trunk. The tree trunk is the standing point of the tree. It keeps the tree standing tall and gives support for branches to form. To me, the trunk symbolizes the student as they start to become accustomed to their new scary environment called middle school. We begin to gain confidence, learn how to get to classes on time, and begin to form important relationships. This is where the actual school learning itself can be represented as the material builds upon itself just as the trunk grows up. Third, the branches. Trees, even when they are young, begin to create branches that spread sometimes far away from the trunk and known territory. This represents us middle school students branching out. We test out who we want to be, try making friends with people we might not normally associate with. For some people, branching out might include trying new clubs or sports and finding out that you're really good at them. Branches make all trees unique, just as the things you do make you one of a kind. Fourth and finally, the leaves. Every single leaf on every single tree is different. They all come from different branches and show that the tree is thriving. The memories students make in middle school can be represented by the leaves. The roots, trunk, and branches all contribute to these memories. Some may come from your background, some from building relationships and figuring Northern out, but most come from the branches you've made by reaching out to friends, participating in activities, and finding your true self. Like leaves, some may blow away with the wind and be forgotten, but with new seasons, you will always create more. The leaves will be there, contributing to everything you do for the rest of your life. These amazing memories really mark how all of us have flourished at Northern Hills. I wanted to talk about this because once again, like trees, we are all still growing, and not just in height, but also in personality, wisdom, and experience. As we continue our lives into high school, we need to keep expanding our tree. Using our past experiences to guide us, we continue to try new things because you'll never know what might happen. We are only going to be young and in high school once, so we need to continue to grow and make the most of this crazy experience. Like trees, everyone is unique, but we are all in the same forest of navigating and creating the best middle school and high school experiences. So congratulations, fellow 8th graders. Continue to grow and give back to the world with your kindness and strength. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. And can we have a final round of applause for the class of 2027? 8th grade will exit off the stage and into the lobby. We ask that all guests remain seated until all of us have made it. Our class invites all of you to join us in the lobby and outside for refreshments, photos, and more celebrations. Thank you.